Thank you, Hannah. So it is not only awareness generation. Uh, yeah, it is definitely. We will speak on some knowledge sharing issues, what to do, what not to do, and all these things. But at the same time, we have to think of awareness to be translated into action and how it can be done. So that is what is one of the purposes. And I'm coming to the next slide. This is the background that snake bites pose a significant public health concern in several regions, particularly in India, where they lead to numerous fatalities and disabilities, especially among vulnerable groups like farmers and rural communities. The World Health Organization has set an ambitious goal to reduce global snakebite deaths by half by 2030. You all know that Sustainable Development Goal and the Sendai framework. So everything, it has a timeline till 2030, emphasizing the urgent need for comprehensive prevention and effective emergency care strategy. India faces a substantial burden of snakebite related deaths. Despite being a significant public health issue, snakebite related fatalities, particularly among farmers, often receive inadequate attention. A 2020 study revealed that approximately 58,000 people in India succumb to snake bites annually. However, experts believe the actual numbers might be higher due to disabilities. Many cases go unreported due to limited healthcare access to victims seeking non medical treatment, access to effective antivenom, critical for treating snakebite envenoming, is lacking or unaffordable for those in need, exacerbating the problem. Crucial interventions for education, awareness, and provision of antivenom can significantly reduce snakebite deaths and disabilities, presenting an opportunity to mitigate the impact in India. Understanding this, we have collaborated like Sphere India Academy, Prism India, and there is one more, that is Climate Action Resource Network Asia Pacific. So we have collaborated, and on this particular day, which is WHO, World Health Organization, has declared this, announced it as a, UN has accepted it, has announced it as the International Snakebite Awareness Day. So this is the background, and these objectives are to raise awareness about the global impact of snake bites and their significance as a disaster risk reduction issue, to explore diverse perspectives and strategies for mitigating snakebite deaths, encompassing ecological, healthcare, and community-based approaches, to facilitate knowledge exchange among experts and practitioners in the field of snakebite prevention, fostering collaborative solutions, to advocate for increased international cooperation and resource allocation for comprehensive snakebite mitigation efforts on International Snakebite Awareness Day. Expected outputs, uh, increased awareness among participants about the magnitude and impact of snakebite related deaths globally, improved knowledge of snakebite mitigation strategies, preventive measures, and community-based initiatives to reduce snakebite risk, strengthened partnerships and collaboration among stakeholders to develop and implement sustainable strategies for snakebite prevention and treatment. These are that actually basically the topics are like this. Who will do what? Uh, Basically, I had answered some of the questions like who all will participate and what uh, the speakers said that what is my responsibility. So since uh, it's basically on this particular day, it's on awareness generation. So I said it is up to you the way you wanted to choose, but still we have something like for Professor Farid Hassan, Department of Geology, University of Chittagong. It is role of research and develop snakebite mitigation, understanding snake habitats and behaviors. For Dr. Surajit Giri, he has basically he's associated with an hospital with a hospital in Shivsagar, and he has sent his um, YouTube video. If at all he would not be able to attend because of some exigencies, so you can understand. So that is there with me, and uh, this guidelines for mitigating human snake conflicts and community based strategies for snake bite prevention. We are expecting this from Dr. Manjit Kaurbal, Senior Program Manager, Foundation for Ecological Security. And we are expecting from Mr. Shivaji Mitra, Wildlife Conservation and its role in reducing snake bite incidents, public awareness, and education for snakebite prevention. Then there will be question and answer sessions and open discussion. Uh, so now let me, it's my responsibility, it's my duty to introduce our speakers. So one of our August speakers is Dr. Professor Muhammad Farid Hassan. He is supernumerary professor of geology at the University of Chittagong. He received BSc honors and MSc from the University of Rajshahi and MPhil from the University of Dhaka. He obtained PhD from the University of Cambridge, United Kingdom, under the Commonwealth Academic Award. He has been working on different aspects of wildlife ecology, management, and conservation biology, and has published 104 scientific articles in national and international journals, of which 27 on reptile and 11 on snakes. Royal Society of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene, Brain and American Journal of Tropical Medicines and Hygiene, 4 books, 5 PhD, 7 MPhil, 78 MSc, MS, and 35 BSc students have completed research work under his supervision. Now 4 PhD and 2 MPhil students are working. He is a contributor in Banglapedia, Encyclopedia of Flora and Fauna of Bangladesh, and Red List of Bangladesh. He worked as lead assessor of the reptiles part of the Red List of Bangladesh, Volume 4, Reptiles and Amphibians, published by the IUCN Bangladesh. He received Bangabandhu Award for Wildlife Conservation 2012, offered by the Ministry of Environment and Forest, um, which was there before, and now it is changed to Ministry of Forest, Environment, Forest and Climate Change. He also received Best Geology Teacher in the University of the year 2013, offered by the Geological Society of Bangladesh once so far. He is involved with snakes and snakebite research since 94 with doctors of Chittagong Medical College, started training and awareness program on snake bites and its prevention and primary treatment engagement management for the snake charmers and doctors of Upojilas districts and medical college hospitals. Upojilas means sub-districts under the World Health Organization through the Communicable Disease Control Program. Director General of Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare during 2009-2010. He is also involved as a co-investigator in the Venom Research Center, Bangladesh, established in the Chittagong Medical College Hospital. I'm coming for the next speaker. She is Dr. Manjit Kaur Ball. She is a senior program manager at the Foundation of Ecological Security, boasting 2 decades of expertise in rural development. Her passion for environment protection drives her dedication to the cause. A keen bird watcher, she has actively promoted snake conservation in Chhattisgarh for the past 15 years. Oh, at the foundation of ecological security, she focuses on the promise of commons, contributing to sustainable rural development and environmental preservation. Dr. Manjit's leadership and commitment make her a recognized figure in the field, ensuring a harmonious coexistence between humans and wildlife. So we have one professor from Bangladesh, Chittagong, one Dr. Manjit Kaur Bol, she is from Chhattisgarh, and now coming to Dr. Surajit Giri. He has said in his Facebook post in Assamese that 19 সেপ্টেম্বর আন্তঃরাষ্ট্রীয় সর্পদংশন সজাগতা দিবস অসমত সর্পদংশনত শূন্য মৃত্যু সম্ভৱ যদিহে আমাৰ ৰাইজ সমাজ স্বাস্থ্যকৰ্মী সকল চৰকাৰ সজাগ সতৰ্ক হয় আজিৰ তাৰিখত আমি সকলো একত্ৰিত হবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছো আহক আমি সকলৰে মিলিজুলি 2025 বর্ষত অসমত শূন্য মৃত্যু সম্ভব করো দিস ইজ হোয়াট ইজ কমিটমেন্ট and I really appreciate the way Dr. Surajit Giri has said that in Assam it is zero death is possible, no human loss of human life is possible if our state, our society, our health workers, the government, everyone becomes aware, everyone know what is what. So after my shameless surrender to the treatment of a woman who was bitten by a poisonous fatty snake on some afternoon in September 2008, I slowly got into the issue with society awareness, public awareness. There was no particular target. We just worked on the topic. We are also impressed by the huge response of the public. Health workers at Dimo Hospital made the impossible possible. Instead of treatments mentioned in books or national protocols, we create our own protocols with practical knowledge of treating our patients. These are the excerpts from the Facebook post of Dr. Surajit Giri. You can search Dr. Surajit Giri in Facebook and you will find it. So I really appreciate Dr. Giri, your commitment, your dedication to this, and also at the same time, I would say that I am with you. Please suggest or say whatever I need to do for this. Mr. Shivaji Mitro. So Dr. Surajit Giri, he is from Assam, and Mr. Shivaji Mitro, he is from West Bengal. So he is the manager at Camp Tiger Lily near Kishanpur Wildlife Sanctuary, Dudhwa Tiger Reserve, Bihar, India, Uttar Pradesh. Bihar, India. Sorry, Vira, India, Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the state. I am sorry, I read Bihar instead of Vira. Manager at Rainforest Retreat. So he is there in the Rainforest Retreat at Mojo Plantation, which is a unique project that combines ecotourism with sustainable development. And he is also the secretary at PRCS, that is Padu Reptile Conservation Society, which is an NGO established in the year 2002, whose primary aim is working towards conservation. I believe so. These August speakers, these very knowledgeable, very active, action-oriented these speakers, they will be able to give us the actually what we need to do. They will aware us, and they will also tell us what we need to do in future. And with echoing Dr. Giri, that we can think of our states where no human life loss for snake bite cases which is there. So let us start with Dr. Uh, Faida Hassan, Professor Faida Hassan from Chattogram. So, sir, we have to see the time. This thing. So, I have taken 3 minutes extra. So it is because we have started 3 minutes later. So please, now it's your turn. Start. Sir, you unmute. Uh, you are muted. You unmute yourself.
Yes, it is all right now.
Oh, okay, okay, it's all right. It's all right now.
Just now, I have come to know that I have to say something about the role of research and development in snakebite mitigation.
Sir, that is your cup of tea, and you have been doing it since last so many years. So please.
I am working, yes, not only on snake. Anyway, this is not the time to say other things. We started with insects, then primates, then working with primates and other things as well, other wildlife. So we can only research can give us idea about some for getting some decision or any issues, and without research we cannot do anything nicely. So if you say about the research and development snakebite mitigation, if I how do I know? We know that how many people are dying due to snakebite. That is the result of research. And if I say the research about this in our country, that has been really started about the snakebite treatment in 1994 from Chittagong Medical College Hospital. So, and I am involved from at that time, because I am a basically zoologist. So, and from that, now we know the good result of how many people are coming to the hospital to get the treatment, and earlier how many they are going to die. And the Chittagong Medical College Hospital gives more or less good data for some years that how many snake bite people are coming here, how many are dying, and how many are getting good treatments. So if I start from 1994, then 2002, 3 or something like that up to 2022. So what we are saying that the people are concerned because of the awareness that if anybody get bitten by snake, certainly they should not go to the local healers or oozers. This is a good achievement started from Chittagong Medical College Hospital. And we are also organized, we have also organized several, many, you can say not several, many symposium and seminars in different parts of this country. By nowadays, some of the rescuers, snake rescuer team has developed in this country. And when they get an information, they goes there, close out one, and rescue the snake. And we do also. And in my campus is a very good place. 38 species of snake are here. It's including the venomous, deadly venomous, you can say, greater black crate. It's found in this campus. Banded crate. 3 cobras. King cobra, monocellate cobra, and spectacle cobra. These are, you can find this, and pit viper. So pit viper is not so dangerous, I will say, compared to the others. So nowadays, this research led through this Chittagong Medical College Hospital now is leading in the world as well. Professor Faiz, you know his name. He started the treatment, medical treatment here, and all the doctors of the doctors from every upazilas of Chittagong in 1994 to get training about the snakebite treatment. And nowadays, most of the district government hospital, you can say that is public, they are giving the treatment. Even some upazelas, that is called Thana level, some of the doctors, they are giving the treatment as well. Problem is one is about the, you can say the antivenom. The antivenom we get from India. Nowadays, one of our pharmaceuticals, they are buying bulk and they are marketing here. And sometimes in everywhere it is not available. And one thing is very good, because of that process, Chittagong Medical College Hospital is the only hospital in this country where all the poisonous patients get admitted in one ward. And all the time they are advocating to government, to every hospital, they do like that way. So snakebite treatment can get very nicely. And like you, Chittagong University campus, they have also organized today about this program. Still they are doing. I am here now because I didn't know. I have committed to be present here, that's why. The scientific research, you can, if you look through the research that has been done about the snake bite, Professor Faiz had about 100 papers. Most of them are what is called is case studies. So we have come to know like this way. And nowadays, like in 2010, there is a survey in Bangladesh, about 700,000 people get bitten by snakes and 6,000 die. And 2023 reports, the same group giving the report, the snake bite at that time, they included only rural areas. From every upazelas, from 64 districts, they selected 2 upazelas. Like that way they did the survey. And that has been published in UK. And then now this time, they have included cities also, towns also. That is the reason the number of snake bite has increased, but death increased, but the number of snake bites is less. Why this is one? This has been disseminated the result only. They have not elaborated it. If they include only the rural areas, the number will increase than 2010. But one thing is good, at least the victim are coming to the doctors. That has been increased. At that time, there's only 4% used to go to the doctors. Now they are saying now 36% is 31% is going to the 31% is going to the doctors. So this is a good result of research and what is called awareness program. So further research is going on in Chittagong Medical College Hospital, the Venom Research Center. They are now doing, at this moment, they are they have immunized chicken, now immunizing goat, aim to prepare our own antivenom through government, because the pharmaceuticals are not interested to prepare this one because of their benefit, financial benefit. So this is the target of this Venom Research Center, Bangladesh. I think now what I will say, that this sort of development I'm saying about this country because I was not prepared to say like that one, to collect the other data that I have. So I will say, if we can get successful this time, that will be unique on, because of we are trying to do the monovalent antivenom target is there. Why I'm saying that in mid-80s, ICDDRB, they tried to do like this way with horse, but they failed it. And if this time it is failed, then I don't know whether who will take the initiative. The group now working. They have started research on snake bite in this country, and they are doing this. They have the specialization as well as they have the interest to doing this. And if you think about the number of patients admitted in a medical college hospital, the number of seats, the 3 times than the seat. But when we asked the snake bite patient how we got the treatment, he said, "Oh, fine," because we sent some 1 or 2 patients there, and they said, "Okay, fine, we have got the good result." Then I said, "You'll get the same treatment in everywhere. Only the facility is the medical, what is called condition. Hospital condition is not as like as the UK or USA or Australia, you can say." So this is, we're getting the good result, I will say, because of this research. And in every country, if I say
Okay,
about
sir.
India, the same.
Sir, one more thing, that is 50% of your time, it was 20 minutes. So you have already spoken about the research works and activities, what are there. So now you can, I believe the audience, those who are actually wanted to listen to you, they are more interested about the awareness generation issues on snake bites. And some person has said that in the chat box that uh, दैट इज सांप काटने के पर कितनी देर में uh, शरीर में उसका जहर का असर होता है. आई मीन आफ्टर स्नेक बाइट्स, so there are two types of snakes. One is Bora type and one is this Cobra type. So uh, you can enlighten us on those issues.
You said about the enlightening about the cobra issues and crate issues, yes?
Yes.
So if we see the about the snake bite patients, the doctors have this, we have decided that there are 8 species that are medically more important in this country. These are, in fact, common crate, lesser black crate, greater black crate, Waltz crate, spectacle cobra, monoscale cobra, Russell viper, and spot-tailed pit viper. And now, if I say in presently, Russell vipers is more panic than other because the distribution of that species has been spreading day by day from 11, 12 districts to now it has gone to the 20, more than 20 districts out of 64. Earlier, it was in the mostly in the Rajshahi area in the northeast. Now, even had gone to the near to the Bay of Bengal. How? Because of this flood and the some debris through that one. They are going like that way. Because where we are getting the information, because the snake has gone through what is called Kuchuripana. Through that one, they are going in some of the Chaur area, and people are panic because of everybody. We know that during the flood, the snake habitat are flooded, so they, to get them shelter, they go to the houses and sometimes in the uplands where some of the what is called agricultural land, and people are getting beaten. So for now, still they are worried. But if we say about the result of this one, little bit getting better, because most dangerous of these ones, Russell viper, if it is late to go to the hospital, this is very difficult for the victim to survive. And that has been happened. And if I say the result, last result, about 147 beaten case has been reported. That has been increased a few more, and 47 has died due to Russell viper. So what we are saying, because Russell viper to some extent look like python, and there are two cases. Thinking about python, they went to catch it and got bitten. So
Okay,
one
sir.
of them, the first one in
Then
2013
one.
that died, and the last one survived. And about
Okay.
the cobras, if I say about the cobras, in fact, the patient, the hospital received these cobras and crates. They cannot say about the crate, the when the beaten or where the beaten sometime. Cobra they can send in, but the dry bite is about 30% in cobras. That's why the death rate is less than other snakes. On the other hand, earlier people used to go to the healer, Ozas or some Vedas. But nowadays, especially in Chittagong, they do not go to the Veda mostly. They come to Chittagong Medical Hospital. They know that they can get the good treatment. And like that way, some other area, those who are knowing like that way, there was a report that there was a strike in the country and people went through track to Dhaka Medical College Hospital and saved the life like this way. And nowadays they are using as well the bike, motorbike, that also helps as well. So all these things are coming through the dissemination of seminars and other things. We did some, and nowadays, as I said, at least there are not less than about 10 or something rescue in different zones. And government also has one group, crime control unit.
I
They try
am
to help as well. To the
I am
if
trying
anybody
to
phone
I
there,
am
or we have the other number is in the police 999. If the phone, they also help to, with the help of the rescue committee, try to rescue the snake as well.
okay, sir. I have actually I'm trying to just minimize the question answer sessions time. So here, uh, just one person has raised a question: what is the habitat of snakes? Human habitat or forest? Just uh, very simply, if you can say, because there are other questions too.
So if I say snakes are not only in the forest, they are close to the human habitats and in the agricultural lands. Mostly they live like that way. If we say the monocellate cobra, near to the water in the agricultural lands, they are more than others. And others are in the field as well. If I say about the Russell viper, they are mostly on the natural habitat is that the crop field. Uh, and same for the spectacle cobra. But for monocellate cobra is near to water body in the field. And if we say about the crate close to the human and edge of the forest than the deep forest. I do not see much snakes in the deep forest than in the edge of the forest, or a little bit uh, inside the edge of the forest, or near to a stream in some cases. Near to the stream, we can get some snakes and the marshes areas in some snakes. Mostly
Basically,
the
where they get their praise, so they come to that place because snakes are actually running after praise. They need to hunt and they need to get their food. So,
yes,
as you said, that in the human habitat, even in inside the houses, snakes enter. It is not because they want to kill the person, it is because they want to just get the food, maybe rat or something. So that's what it. And how tribals overcome snake bite issues easily, it was a question, but Nagarajanji, I am very concerned about the tribal people, but the habitat thing, if you understand, then human habitat has to be improved, and we can do something there in that particular. जब किसी व्यक्ति को कोई भी okay, there is a question that uh, is there any specialized hospital where the snakebite cases should be taken or transferred or referred? So, is it so? So, this is the last question to you. And, sir,
Could you
you
please repeat that one? Could you please repeat that one?
is there any specialized hospital where the snakebite patients should be referred?
Is the snakebite will be referred to all the medical college hospitals run by the government. That is best,
Yeah,
because most of the private medical college hospital do not treat the snakebite people.
yeah,
And about this, even as I said, there is a report, 2-3 cases report the Upazila in our country is called Thana
yeah,
earlier.
yeah, yeah,
Some of the doctor in Upazila, they have treated that one. Even once when they give the uh, ask for the antivenom from their Ministry of Health and welfare, family welfare, they provide them. If they don't ask for the antivenom, they do not supply it. Supply depends on the demand. This is the
okay,
things. One.
yeah.
And other is
So,
that
yeah. Yes, sir, please.
if we say always why the snake are entering inside the house, there are two major reasons. One is the snake mostly feed on some insect and rat. And when people throw their what is called food wastage near
Yeah,
to their houses or what is called sleeping room, rat comes to eat those, and snake follows that one. Where I am staying in this building on the second floor, what is Silognathus radiatus, trinket snake, not is there. That snake entered into this house in the first floor, and we caught it with the help of my student and myself. So then I asked them why it is here. They said, oh, we have seen one rat. And same happened for the record we can get. Then when we organized any seminar, we said, please do not throw any your kitchen waste or your food waste or leftover near to your house. Leave it far away. Other things we said, do not keep any firewood or any hay or something like that near to your house. Do not keep any stick or something near to your window that snake can enter into your house like that. And in this way, and we also refer, you don't sleep at uh, on the soil only or in the floor. That is another thing. If you sleep, please use mosquito and keep it very tightly in all sides of this your bed. That
okay.
helps you because
Thank you,
there is a
sir.
record in this campus. The bandit get came into a house because of their mosquito net could not enter. Then the snake, the man inside the mosquito is saved. So there is
Okay,
that's why we say so. Follow this one that will help you. And those who knows they are following, and still there are some people they don't know. And nowadays, if we say it does not take long, most of the people doesn't know that is the reason. And if you say about the nowadays who do the uh, Facebook, when any snake is rescued, they give it to the Facebook. Although I don't go to the Facebook very much because time limit is here. So these are the prevention what I have said, and that is improving the what is called the other reason why the snake bite number is increasing, because this country is a very small in terms of the land and the densest population in the world, nearly 1300 per square kilometer. Can you think about it? So shortage of space. This is the reason conflict, because the people are going outside and snake when the flood. So the habitat is lost for a while until the water receipts. That's why the what is called the conflict is arising. That's the snake bite is number is increasing. And the other thing is that nowadays we're getting the information that snake bite has happened. But earlier, before this mobile and other things, it was very difficult to get the information like this. So this is the reason that's why we are getting the more data about this one, and people are uh, becoming benefited
Okay.
to this
Thank you,
mobile.
sir. Thank you, sir, for the quality information you have provided. I believe the most important thing what you said is that we should not dump any kitchen waste or leftover food or anything for so that the rats or other such creatures will be attracted to that, and then snakes can come for for its prey. So
Yeah,
that is a
that's
very good thing. And because the time constraint is there, so I have to go to the next speaker. And next speaker in this case is Dr. um,
thank you very much for inviting.
Dr. Yeah, thank you, sir. Please be with us, and uh, let us see what the others. Kaur, Dr. Manjit Kaur, please come in. Yeah, Dr. Surajit Giri, thank you. Thank you. You could join.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
हाँ तो जी, हाँ, थैंक यू अनिरुद्ध जी।
Madam,
मैं हिंदी में बात करूंगी तो समझेंगे, मुझे लगता है। हाँ, हाँ।
I think people will understand, and many people have requested also. So I cannot deviate, but you can speak in Hindi.
मैं
So that
ओके, मैं एक प्रेजेंटेशन बहुत फास्ट चला रही हूँ क्योंकि फोटो देखते हुए समझ में आएगा। मैंने पहले भी ये बात की है, जब भी हम सांपों की बात करते हैं हमें लगता है सिर्फ सांप पे बात करें, लेकिन ये एक डिजास्टर को लेकर हम बातचीत कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये डिजास्टर अकेला सांप लेकर नहीं आया है या अकेला ह्यूमन लेके आया है, ये देखने की जरूरत है। आप सभी को मैं इसी बात से नमस्कार करते हुए बात शुरू कर रही हूँ और धन्यवाद स्क्वायर इंडिया। तो नेचर को हम देखते कैसे हैं? तो आप लोग को ये दिख रहा है क्या जो मैं प्रेजेंटेशन दिखा रही हूँ?
yeah.
ठीक है। तो नेचर को हम देखते कैसे हैं? तो नेचर में बहुत कुछ है, सिर्फ सांप नहीं है। और नेचर से हमारा जुड़ाव जो है, अवेयरनेस का एक सबसे फर्स्ट जो हम काम करते हैं कि हम नेचर से जुड़े, हम नेचर को देखें, हम प्रकृति को देखें, और हम ये समझने की कोशिश करें। हम लोगों से बात करते हैं कि हम कितना नेचर से लेते हैं, हम प्रकृति से लेते हैं, क्या क्या लेते हैं। हम सांस लेते हैं, हम पानी लेते हैं, हम फूड लेते हैं, हम बहुत कुछ लेते हैं, लेकिन हम देते क्या है? जब हम देते क्या है ये बात आती है, तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आखिर कौन लोग हैं जो देते हैं और लेते हैं। इसमें सबसे क्लोज रिलेशन है ट्राइबल्स का, रिलेशन है रूरल का। ये लोग हैं जो नेचर के साथ लाइफ जीते हैं और सस्टेनेबल लाइफ जीते हैं। लेकिन जो अर्बन एरियाज में हम क्या देते हैं, तो ये डिजास्टर देते हैं, हम नेचर को गार्बेज देते हैं, और इसी से हमारा जो सबसे ज्यादा अफेक्ट होता है वो होता है ये रिलेशनशिप। और ये रिलेशनशिप में सांप जो है स्नेक इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट में आ जाता है, क्योंकि उस डिजास्टर के कारण उसका हैबिटेट जो है वो सबसे ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब होता है। सबका होता है, लेकिन ये जब इसका हैबिटेट डिस्टर्ब होता है तो वो कहाँ पहुंचता है, और वो क्यों हम इसकी बातचीत कर रहे हैं। तो उसमें सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि अर्बन के गार्डन्स में अगर सांप दिखता है तो कोई डेथ नहीं होती है। हमारे घरों के लॉन में सांप दिखता है तो कोई डेथ नहीं होती है। हमारे अर्बन हाउसेस के इनसाइड में आता है तो भी डेथ्स की खबर नहीं है। कंस्ट्रक्शन होता है अर्बन एरियाज में तो भी डेथ्स की खबर नहीं है। लेकिन डेथ होती कहाँ है? तो खेतों में होती है डेथ, जहाँ पे अब फरीद जी भी बता रहे थे, जहाँ पे फार्मर्स काम करते हैं। रात में जब हमारे बैकयार्ड हाउस जहाँ पे लाइट नहीं है गांव में, वहां लोग जाते हैं, वहां पे डेथ्स होते हैं। कच्चे हाउस में जब लोग रहते हैं वहां होती है, और स्लीपिंग जहाँ पे लोग करते हैं, सोते हैं जमीन पे, वहां होती है। हमारा सांप के साथ इंटरेक्शन जो होता है वो कहीं भी हो सकता है, हमें नहीं मालूम है। अभी किसी ने पूछा हैबिटेट कहाँ है, तो नहीं मालूम है सांप कहाँ जा रहा है, लेकिन ये मालूम है क्यों जा रहा है। वो जा रहा है अपने फूड के लिए जा रहा है, वो फॉलो कर रहा है अपने फूड को। वो कहीं भी हो सकता है, ये कोई भी लोकेशन हो सकता है। आप रेस्क्यू की टीम है, वो सोच भी नहीं पाती है कि सांप उसको कहाँ दिखने वाला है और वो सांप जहरीला है कि नहीं। तो ये सारी बात इसलिए हम कर रहे हैं क्योंकि सांप का, और जिसके लिए डिजास्टर है, जिसके लिए हम स्नेक बाइट की बात कर रहे हैं, दोनों का हैबिटेट सेम है। ये फोटो दिखाता है कि हैबिटेट सेम है। तो स्नेक बाइट रूरल एरिया में और एक ऑक्यूपेशनल डिसीज है जहां ज्यादा इंट्रैक्शन होते हैं, क्योंकि कॉमन हैबिटेट है। प्लांटेशन वर्कर हैं जो जहाँ पे रहते हैं, और फॉरेस्ट वर्कर्स हैं जिनका इंट्रैक्शन ज्यादा होता है, या बच्चे हैं, या उन लोगों के साथ ये हम डेथ की बात कर रहे हैं या महामारी की बात कर रहे हैं, डिजास्टर की, जो गरीब हैं, जिनको लिमिटेड एक्सेस टू हेल्थ केयर है, जिनको अवेयरनेस की कमी है। और बच्चे ज्यादा सफर करते हैं बुजुर्गों की तुलना में। तो ये बात को बहुत बार इन्फोर्स करने की जरूरत है। क्यों सफर करते हैं? क्योंकि उनका बॉडी मास जो है वो कम है और वेनम उतना ही जाता है, चाहे वो बच्चा हो या बड़ा हो। अब बाइट हो गया है तो बाइट के बाद क्या करें? तो सबसे ज्यादा जो इशू आ रहे हैं डेथ के, कि किसी को नहीं मालूम है ट्रीटमेंट का लोकेशन कहाँ होगा, ट्रीटमेंट के मेथड्स क्या होंगे। जो ट्रेडिशनल सिस्टम है उस पर फेथ है, लेकिन जो हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम है उस पर फेथ नहीं है कि वहां जाने से सांप से हम बच सकते हैं। कोई ट्रांसपोर्टेशन नहीं है। जो डेथ्स की अभी रिसेंटली छत्तीसगढ़ में न्यूज है, पानी भर गया था नदी में, क्रॉस नहीं कर पाए, इसलिए लेट हो गया, डेथ हो गई। कनेक्शंस नहीं है, इंटरनेट कनेक्शंस वहां नहीं है। कोई पीएससी सीएससी में वेनम की अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं है, और कोई गाइडलाइन इसको लेकर, अभी उड़ीसा ने बहुत अच्छी गाइडलाइन निकाली है, इस तरह की और गाइडलाइंस की अवेलेबिलिटी सारे स्टेट में नहीं है। अब अवेयरनेस क्या करें? जो रिसर्च को जानते हैं, जो मेडिकल फील्ड के हैं, वो उनके लिए एक है, लेकिन हम जैसे लोग जो सोशियोलॉजी के क्षेत्र में काम करते हैं, सोशल सेक्टर को, डेवलपमेंट सेक्टर में, उनको एक है इस फियर को क्यूरियोसिटी में बदलना। और ये क्यूरियोसिटी में बदलने का एकमात्र तरीका जाए कि ये डर क्यों है। तो डर का है क्योंकि वो जानते नहीं है, क्योंकि उनको मिथ है बहुत सारे, फियर को क्रिएट करके दिया गया है, मिसकंसेप्शन है सांपों को लेकर, और वो कुछ इनडिफरेंस है। वाई इनडिफरेंस? क्योंकि आग अगर आप देखेंगे वो इसलिए है क्योंकि उसका एक्सटर्नल जो है बॉडी वो बहुत अलग है, हम जैसा नहीं है ना किसी और एनिमल्स की तरह। आईलिड नहीं है, स्केल्स है बॉडी में, लिम नहीं है, बाइफर्केटेड उसका ये है, जीभ है, और उसके पाँव नहीं होते, तो उसका जो मोशन है बहुत डरावना लगता है। रेड स्नेक जानते हुए भी इतना सिंपल है, हम इसको पहचानते नहीं है। ये बहुत फ्रेंडली होने के बावजूद ये बहुत आसानी से पहचाना जाना है, लेकिन लंबाई और बड़े होने के कारण हम इसको डर जाते हैं। और स्नेक और करैट के बीच हम बेसिक डिफरेंस नहीं कर पाते हैं। सैंड बोअर, पाइथन को हम ठीक से समझ नहीं पाते हैं कि अंतर क्या है। तो ये इसलिए है कि हम सिर्फ इस बेसिक चीजों को अवेयरनेस के दौरान लोगों के बीच लेके जाएं, तो वो इसको देखना सीखेंगे, उनका परसेप्शन चेंज होगा सांपों को लेकर। अभी फरीद जी ने भी बताया कि बिग फोर क्या है, तो बिग फोर तो बिग फोर ही है। हमको सबसे ज्यादा समझना है ये बिग फोर। तो ये बिग फोर स्पेक्टिकल कोबरा है, कॉमन क्रैप है, रसेल वाइपर, सॉय स्केल। ये पहचानना बहुत आसान है, और इसको ही पहचान जाना ही सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात है। उसके बाद जो है डिस्कशन की मिथ है बहुत सारे, उस मिथ से को ने भी सांप को और हमारे रिलेशन को बहुत कंफ्लिक्ट में डाला है, हमारे रिलेशन को बहुत कमजोर किया है। मिथ है कि सांप दूध पीता है, तो एक दूध पिला के मार देते हैं हम सांप को। एक मिथ है कि सांप बिन सुनता है जबकि उसके कान नहीं होते हैं। ये वाली डिस्कशन इसलिए लेके जाना होता है अवेयरनेस में कि ये सांप के प्रति आपके परसेप्शन, नजरिए, दृष्टिकोण को बदलते हैं, और हमें मेडिकल केयर की ओर लेके जाते हैं कि ये सांप एक सामान्य सा एक जानवर है, जो अगर हमला होता है या इंफेक्शन होता है तो हमें डॉक्टर के पास जाना है। ये कोई अनोखा कोई प्राणी नहीं है जो चमत्कार करता होगा। बदला लेता है। ये फिल्मों ने जो सांपों को लेकर किया है, इसने इस सांप को एक एनिमल कैरेक्टर न बना के कुछ और कैरेक्टर बना दिया है, जो आपको बैगाओं के पास या किसी और लोगों के पास ले जाते हैं। सांप जो है वो जहर खींच लेता है, और उस सांप के दिखने पे पैसे मिलते हैं। कोई इस तरह के बहुत सारे, जबकि जो अवेयरनेस में इम्पोर्टेंट है कि वो इकोलॉजिकल बैलेंस में इम्पोर्टेंट है। सांप जिंदा रहेगा तभी वेनम होगा, वेनम होगा तभी मेडिसिन मिलेगी। उसका रोल बहुत सारा फूड चेन को लेकर भी है। तो वो सांप को के प्रति हम वो थैंकफुल बनाते हैं, सांप को अपना पार्ट मानते हैं। और ऐसा नहीं है कि सांप अकेला खतरे में नहीं है, सांप का भी प्रे और प्रेडेटर का रिलेशन में भी एक्सचेंज है। ये सारी बातचीत अवेयरनेस में करते करते आपको ये समझा देना होता है कि सांप जो जानवर, जैसे हम टाइगर के बारे में बात करते हैं, जैसे हम एनिमल अदर एलिफेंट के बारे में बात करते हैं, वैसे ही हम सांप के बारे में। और सांप के साथ यही है कि कीप योर सेल्फ सेफ। हम कैसे एक दूरी बनाए रखें, उनको इंटरफेयर ना करें, और उनके बारे में बहुत अच्छे से जानें। लर्न अबाउट स्नेक अपने आप में ये हमारा रहा है अवेयरनेस का। और ये डेटा अभी बता ही रहती कि वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बता रही है कि इस पे बहुत काम करना है, क्योंकि लो एक्यूरेसी एंड इनकम्प्लीट डेटा है। मैनी स्नेक बाइट गो अनरिपोर्टेड, उसके बावजूद भी पर ईयर आप सोचिए 4.5 टू 5.4 मिलियन बिटन होते हैं। और ये किस तरह, ये रेंज जो है, ये डेथ की रेंज लाखों में जाती है। और इस डेथ की रेंज के पीछे हमें ये समझना पड़ेगा कि इसकी मोर्टिलिटी रेट मलेरिया और HIV एड्स के अराउंड या तो 50% या 1/3 है। फिर क्यों नहीं इसको हम डिजास्टर रिस्क के उसमें देते हैं। तो मेडिकली भी यही 4 बिग है, और मेडिकली इस डेथ को देखना है, समझना है, तो फर्स्ट एड के पीछे हमें काम करना होगा जहां मिस होता है। एक तो कहीं से आ गया है कि आप उस जगह को चीरा लगा दें, जोर से बांध दें, चाकू से उस जहर को निकाल दें, वहां पे कुछ जला दें, ये बिल्कुल नहीं करना है। जो करना है कि आप उसको इमूवेबल करें, सीधे डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाएं, और कोशिश करें पहले ही ये जानकारी हो कि कहाँ पे एंटीवेनम मिलता है। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कशन है। फर्स्ट एड में जो नहीं करना है वो ये सारी चीजें हैं कि आप कहीं से भी उसको जोर से बांधेंगे नहीं, चूसेंगे नहीं मुंह से, इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक नहीं देंगे, कोई कोई काले कपड़े से, काले पत्थर से उसको घिसेंगे नहीं। जबकि आपको इमोबिलाइजेशन ऑफ लिंग इज मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट। अभी नेक्स्ट जो सेशन है वो डॉक्टर्स का है, वो बहुत अच्छे से इस बात को बताएंगे। एक और जो इम्पोर्टेंट बात है कि सांप को पकड़ने की कोशिश नहीं करना है, और डेड स्नेक को भी उसके हेड को लेके नहीं जाना है। ये भी एक खतरा हो सकता है कि वो जिंदा है कि नहीं। लेकिन हम इसको अवॉइड कैसे करें, तो है कि कीप होम्स रैट फ्री, चूहों से फ्री रखने, पास कचरा ना रखें। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट। जब भी अंधेरे में जाएं हाथ में टॉर्च लेके जाएं, आजकल तो मोबाइल में भी टॉर्च होता है। रास्तों में अगर कचरा जमा है, ग्रास है, तो उसको हाथ से ना छुए। कोई भी बच्चों को भी आपको ये देना है कि जब भी ग्रास लैंड या किसी कचरे में हाथ डाल रहे हैं तो डायरेक्ट हैंड यूज ना करें। ये चीजें हैं जो बहुत बेसिक है। मच्छरदानी लगाकर सोएं, जमीन में ना सोएं, ये बहुत बेसिक है, कोई बड़ी चीज नहीं है। अब पूरी बातचीत का मतलब ये है कि हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज डेथ को एज ए इंडिविजुअल हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग बढ़े, फैमिली लेवल पे हम इस अवेयरनेस को लेकर जाएं, सोसाइटी के बीच इस बात को लेकर जाए, और एज ए इंस्टीट्यूशन इसको एक पार्ट माने कि हमें साल भर इस पर बातचीत करनी है, और सांप के रिलेशनशिप को समझना है, और उसको स्नैक बाइट के लिए सिर्फ क्रिमिनल नहीं बनाना है, उसको एज ए फ्रेंड हमें कन्वर्ट करना है। ये इम्पोर्टेंट। थैंक यू मेरी बातचीत।
थैंक यू मैडम, यू हैव गिवन सम, आपने जो बताया उसमें बहुत सही मुद्दा कुछ था। सबसे बड़ा बात है हमारा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, ये समझना आज के दिन बहुत जरूरी हो गया है कि हम लोग भागते हैं सांप को दूध पिलाने के लिए, जबकि हमको जानकारी भी नहीं है सांप दूध नहीं पीता है। हम भागते हैं, हम सोचते हैं जो मूवी देख के कि ये नागिन था तो सांप को बीन बजा के सांप को नचाया गया था। ये जो सब कुछ जो झूठ है, जो बेसिक साइंस के खिलाफ है, कि सांप का कोई हियरिंग ये एड है ही नहीं, सांप का कान नहीं है, सब सुन नहीं सकता है। लेकिन हाथ में आपने जो बोला, जो अंधेरे में टॉर्च लाइट, मैं साथ में एक चीज और भी जोड़ना चाहूंगा कि टॉर्च लाइट के साथ साथ एक लाठी भी हो, जाकि जमीन पे उसको थोड़ा बहुत ठक ठक करते करते जाए तो अच्छा होगा कि वो जो उससे जो कंपन होता है, भूकंप होता है, वो सांप का जो अनुभव होता है। तो दैट्स वेरी गुड, गुड एक्सेलेंट प्रेजेंटेशन, एंड थैंक यू मैम फॉर
थैंक यू।
या आज के दिन, आज का ये महत्वपूर्ण दिन में आपने ये टाइम निकाल के हमारे साथ बात किया। कुछ क्वेश्चंस है, तो क्वेश्चन ऐसा ऐसा है कि कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी द कॉमन वेनमस स्नेक्स ऑफ डिफरेंट रीजियंस। आपने तो 4 जहरीला सांप का वो दिखाई दिया, लाइक इन तेराई रीजियन ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश, अदर देन बुंगारूस एंड नजा नजा। So I am from eastern part of India, that is West Bengal, Kolkata. So by Bungarus, I really don't know, because I do not know the Terai region of Uttar Pradesh. If you can say something on this, so that he will get the answer. Naja naja, I know.
मुझे लगता है कि अगर क्वेश्चन में फिर से कि कौन कौन से वेनमस स्नेक, कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी द कॉमन वेनमस स्नेक ऑफ डिफरेंट रीजन लाइक द तराई रीजन ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश।
Yeah.
मुझे भी बहुत जानकारी नहीं कि उत्तर प्रदेश में कौन सा स्पेसिफिक होगा, क्योंकि छत्तीसगढ़ का बहुत डिटेल में कि पता है कि ये 4 प्रकार के मिलते हैं। मे बी कि वी कैन गेट इट बैक, और नेक्स्ट जो स्पीकर है उन्हें आइडिया होगा तो बहुत अच्छा होगा।
These
एग्जैक्टली
are the actually जो 4 टाइप्स का बात कर रहे हैं, वो 4 टाइप्स कॉमन है, वो
पूरा
पूरा इंडिया में,
पूरे इंडिया
पूरा
में है,
इंडिया बांग्लादेश, मतलब ये सब कॉन्टिनेंट में।
पूरे,
अच्छा,
हाँ,
तो
ये वो 4
एक
टाइप।
एक सवाल आया है, व्हाट ओडोर्स आर एलर्जिक टू स्नेक्स। आई रियली डोंट हैव एनी आइडिया।
होगा,
इज
है भी तो हमें नहीं उसको प्रमोट करना चाहिए, दैट विल लॉस फॉर द
या
स्नैक्स।
सो बिकॉज नो, इसमें एक चीज, एक मीथ जैसा आ जाता है, जैसे कि लोगों ने घर में वो रखते हैं कि कार्बोलिक एसिड। तो एक तो कार्बोलिक एसिड रखते हैं, सांप घर में ना आए। लेकिन वो कार्बोलिक एसिड आप रखेंगे तो उसका तो जो झाग होता है वो तो खत्म हो जाता है, वो तो 1-2 दिन के बाद ही वो निकल जाता है, तो उसमें पानी से अलावा तो और कुछ होता नहीं है। तो ऐसा करके मतलब ये रखना, जे इससे सांप भागता है या तो सांप का नुकसान होता है। तो ये कोई भी नेचुरल नेचर का दिया हुआ कोई भी चीज को नुकसान पहुंचाना ही हमारा काम नहीं है। और हम वो जब सोचना चाहते हैं कि हम लोग एक साथ कैसे जी सके, तो सांप भी रहे, इंसान भी रहे, चूहा भी रहे, कीट वगैरह भी रहे, तो ये सब कैसे हो सके, तो इसके बारे में हम लोगों को सोचना बहुत जरूरी है। और सांप काटने से हम लोग कैसे, उसको क्या ट्रीटमेंट होगा, क्या फर्स्ट एड होगा, बहुत लोग फर्स्ट एड के बारे में नहीं जानते हैं। तो जिसको सांप काटा है उसको अगर बोला जाता है कि अरे वो देखा, मैंने चल जाते हुए देखा, वो कोई सांप नहीं था, वो कीड़ा था, वो कीड़ा ने काट, तो ये जो मन का जो साइकोलॉजिकल जो ये हो जाता है, वो कम होता है। तो थोड़ा बहुत जो जिसको सांप ने दंशाया, उस व्यक्ति को आपने धीरे से उसको प्राइम मैंने फर्स्ट एड देने का मौका आपको मिल जाता है, नहीं तो वही खुद आपको। सो आई एम कमिंग नेक्स्ट टू डॉक्टर गिरी। सो डॉक्टर गिरी is a physician. He is associated with one medical college hospital, and I believe some of these myths, so he will touch upon. And thank you, Dr. Giri, for uh, this time for all of us.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. So I'm sharing my screen, sir.
Yeah. Should
Am I
yeah you
audible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are audible.
Okay, and my slides are also visible,
Yeah, slides are visible.
and it is going on,
Yeah, yeah. It's
moving. Okay, okay, sir. Thank you for this excellent session. And I'm going to describe and as in novel management in community health center level how we have treated the snakebite victims. And actually, sir, I'm working in a community health center, not in the medical colleges, and it's a rural community health center, and I'm working there from 2008 itself. And we have in Assam, we do not have any big four. So we have pit vipers, Trimeroceras species, and we have Bungaras niger, Bungaras lividas, Bungaras fasciatus. We have Naja kothia, we have redneck killback, and last but not the least, the king cobras. So we are working in a area where the big fours are not available, and we are working in a state where the antivenoms are actually against the big four, but we are working with that antivenom with our own modifications and our modification of the national guideline. So this is the current scenario of Assam. You can say the flood starts from end of May and it continues up to end of August or the September. And uh, the snakes enters into the house for their shelter, and these houses are, most of the houses are full of the rats, and they get the food for them also, and always there is a possibilities of conflict with the humans. So snake bites cases are bound to happen. So what is the burden of our Assam? So our community health center, my hospital, has admitted 573 numbers of the snake bite victim in the year 2022, and one district is having four numbers of community health centers. So our community health center in the limelight always. So that is why we are getting a lot of patients. But probably other CSCs are getting 300 numbers of the cases per year. So four CSCs in a communities in a district comes around 1200 numbers of the cases per year in a district, and we have around 35 numbers of the district. So it comes around 42,000 numbers of the snake bites per year. It is not an official data. This is what we have calculated from our community health center. So see, the 42 numbers of the snake bites are happening, but where is the cases? We are not getting the informations because the people are going to the base, people are going to the faith healer instead of the medical system, and that we have to conquer. So I have my numbers in the social media, and I used to get call for all these snake bite victims all over from Assam, and we were getting around 1200 numbers of the calls per year. And this data you all know. So India is called the that is capital of snake bite related death. And we have found that there are three main reasons of high deaths in India. The people has strong belief in the myths. Means again, Madam has already explained that cinemas, the Nagin cinema, and then the serials. These are all tantras and mantras, and they believe in the tantras and mantras instead of medical system, and and the people lose their the golden time. And few numbers of the patient who come to the hospital, they attend the community health centers. In the community health center, we are not treating those victims, we are referring the patients. The patient comes, but they get the refer on this, always get the refers to the higher center, and on the way to the higher center they dies. And at the same time, we have a problem with the trained healthcare workers and at the community levels. So this snake bites treatment, we should start at the community levels. So the people that is practicing in the medical colleges, if they are trained, if they are knowledgeable, so it will not going to solve the problem, because we have to train our staff that is working at the community level. They have to treat at the source level. They have to prevent the refer to the higher centers, because most of the patients dies on the way to the hospital, especially the medical colleges. And these patients does not come into the notification of our datas. So this is me in 2008, and same this type of patient she attended to me. That is after 4 hours after snake bite, and see, you can see with the broken neck signs. The neck is muscle is paralyzed, unconscious, ptosis is there, heartbeat is was there. But what I have done, I have also done nothing, because that time in 2008 I am not aware of the guidelines and the protocols. So I have not injected antivenom. I have not injected neostigmine and whatever it is. Being an anesthesiologist, I know how to put a patient for ventilations and intubation. But what about the neutralizations of the venoms? How to work? How these work, and what type of the snake it is? I am totally scared about this, and I have just referred the patient to higher center. And higher center is around 100 kilometers from my place. So on the way, she died, and she is going to bound to die on the way. And this is the lady that given me an stimulus to work on this subject, ladies and gentlemen. I am being an anesthesiologist. I entered on this subject from 2008, and today we are in a situation that we have prevented many deaths. So we have formed a module in our community health center, that is Dimo Community Health Center, that is around 400 kilometers east of the Guwahati. And this model is called the novel models, and because of this model we have prevented many deaths. So of our model, number first component is the community awareness. So we went to our communities, and I told them that you should come to the hospital after snake bites. We are there, we are going to treat you. And from that communities we have selected one person. See, in this village we have selected these persons as a venom response team. Okay, so venom response team, his the responsibility is that he will notify us about the snake bite in his community. At the same time, he scientifically transfer the patient to hospitals. Means there should not be no tourniquet, immobilization, like that. Then we have formed a WhatsApp group with this BRT. This is, you can see the WhatsApp group. This is the WhatsApp group. So in that WhatsApp group, they will notify. At the same time, they will upload the offending snake photo if it is available. If it is available, and they also upload the limb, that is bitten lip. Okay, and then WhatsApp group we have doctors, we have nurses, we have public, we have snake rescuers, and they all people are will help those venom response team, and how to do, what not to do. If I am busy, if I am not busy, then I will respond to their queries. Then we have converted a room into a snake bite treatment room. We are telling that at the community level we have to treat these victims. But if you go through the community health centers of India, you'll see after 2 p.m. there are only one doctors, and there are two sisters, and there will be one technicians. So at that moment, if suppose a neurotoxic victim comes to the community health center, the doctor and the staff become scared, and they are lost, because they do not know where is the antivenoms, where is the neostigmine, where is the atropine, etc. So to help those our doctors and nurses, we have converted a room into a snake bite treatment room, and here we have put all the antivenom, the medications, the ambu bag, the oxygen, etc., etc. And also we have displayed the venomous snakes of our local areas. Okay, so the Assam has different venomous snakes as that of our India, that already I have explained. So we have 6 venomous snakes. This has been displayed here. And whenever the patient comes, it says, "Sir, this is the snake. It has bitten me." Means patient was bitten by pit viper. If he says, "Sir, none of the snake in the photo has bitten me," means it is a non-venomous snake. So things will be totally easier. So now this snake bite treatment room is giving strength to our doctors, strength to our nurses, and strength to our technicians. They are not lost now. So they are not scared now to treat these snake bite victims. Now, next we have trained our healthcare workers. That is called a fast response team. So means they can identify the early sign and symptoms of neurotoxicity, and they can themselves inject the antivenom if required. So this is our module. Number 1 is the community awareness. Number 2 is the Number two, the identify one person as a venom response team. Number three, formation of the WhatsApp group with this venom response team. Number four, that is the snake bite treatment room, and five is the fast response team. So we have started this module from 2018, and see the result. In 2018, there is a snake bite. They went to the fate healer, then came to us at what minute? It was around 300 minutes, almost around 5 hours. Okay, but it has reduced. In 2020, it is 190 minutes, but see in 2022, it is only 25 minutes. Means now the exercise is snake bite hospital, snake bite hospital. So there is a straight line from the communities to the hospitals. Okay, so we are bypassing the this fate healers, and because of this bite to hospital admission time has greatly reduced, and because of this we are getting the results. So this is our map. There is Assam map. So this is my place. Initially I was alone, but from different hospitals, community health center, the district hospital, they came forward and started treating victims at the community health center itself. So all media, they have supported, and we have gotten excellent result that we are going to display. So this is our data. That is from 2018 to 23. We have treated 1,653. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a community health center, not in medical colleges or tertiary center or secondary center. This is just a community health center. 1,653 numbers. Highly venomous is 230, means around 13.9%. There only one, that is in the year 2020. Refer nil. So we are not referring any patients, because in our center, what will happen? Whenever there is a snake bite, they come to the hospital, they stay in the hospital. Whenever they develop early sign and symptom of the neurotoxicity, our staff is injecting the antivenoms and neostigmine if required. So you can see the notification. In 2018, 28 patients only came to the hospital, and 1951, 2095, 21. There is a sudden surge because we are getting results. Okay, we have successfully treated these victims. So for 464 patients came to the hospital, 21. Sorry, this is 22, there is 573, and see, this is 23, there is 2023, we have around 437 numbers of the victims attending hospital. Today itself, in the snake bite awareness day, we have admitted 5 numbers of the victims, and they came within 1 hour after the snake bite. So they are bypassing the there is fate healers. Okay, so because of these modules, we are getting this result, and because of this, we have only one date, that is in 2020. This is what we are doing regular basis, almost. That is, we have took the help of the media, that is electronic media, print medias, the Facebooks, the WhatsApps, etc. Every media, even the radios, every sorts of the people are targeted that you should come to the hospital, and there is a medical treatment, and there government have to work on this subject, and I'm happy our Assam government is working on that. So this is what we have to took the help of social media. We have started that is publishing our successful stories of treating those victims, and they have people has faith on the medical system. 2022, we have 91 numbers of the death, whole over Assam, not our center, but entire Assam, there was 91 numbers of the death, and this all death has been analyzed, and we try to decrease the death. And you can see in 18 September 2023, we have reduced death up to only 28 numbers. Okay, so these are not official data. This is my own, you can say, the data. That is why I'm getting the information from people or the doctors, etc. And we have successfully reduced the deaths around the Assam because of the collective effort. We have also from this BRT with the help of Apada Mitra project. So Apada Mitra project is a central government project. So there the volunteers are created on different subjects like heat stroke, cardiac arrest, and animal bite, snake bite, etc. So I trained them on the snake bite, and we have documented, and we have took the permission from the deputy commissioner of the our district that these trained people will work as a venom response team in their local area. So we have treated we have created around 1,000 plus this venom response team along with Apoda Mitra's volunteers in the different districts, and they're sending patients, and they are transferring the patient to the hospitals. Okay, so it has a great impact on the society, and if we collaborate, we can collaborate with the Apada Mitra project, and we can have a lot of venom response team in future. our West Bengal team, that is especially the Syamal Kandu sir and our Dalabandhu Majumdar sir. They are very much vocal about the venom response team and how the venom response team has saved the life. They have displayed in the newspaper. And Odisha team, they came to our center to look after our model, and then we went to the Odisha also, that we have shared our this venom response team model, the FRT model, snake bite treatment room, and they are doing a lot of good work. And then we knew that that public awareness is the issue, and then we have published a book with the Assamese, that is about the short successful stories. And this is off late the government has came forward, and this is the training of the MOs, which we have trained around 135 numbers of the MOs in the under in the National Health Mission, government of Assam. And they are coming with this, the extensively publishing do's and the do not for the publics, for the society by the government of Assam. And this is public announcement.
Short theorized. আপোনালোকে বাৰু জানেনে সৰ্পদংশন এটা বাধা দিব পৰা আকস্মিক দুৰ্ঘটনা ঘৰৰ চাৰিওফালে জাবৰ জোথৰ জমা কৰি
doing in all districts of the Assam. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the rate limiting step. That is the snake bite concept, not only in India, Asia. It is at the all world level. You can at the community level, so at the rural level. This is the first concept, and this is the rate limiting. Say they're giving the strength to our doctors. So this is a team effort. I am a captain of this team, but you can see all people there doing the emergency duties. So they are sitting in the emergency duties. They are treating those victims. So there should not be any snake bite specialist. Every doctors sitting in the community health centers should know how to administer the antivenom, and he have to know the signs and symptoms and treat accordingly. So it is a team effort, and they are.
Doctor,
yes,
Doctor and
I
Dr.
finished.
Captain, Captain, because we have to go to the next speaker, Mr. Shivaji Mitra.
Yes, sir.
And excellent. And I have already taken something, an excerpt from your Facebook post, and that is mentioned, and your dedication and commitment to zero human life loss or loss of human life from snake bite incidences in Assam. And you said it is possible. So if the society, if the people, if the government all come together, and if it's a convergent activity effort. So I really appreciate what you have written. I really appreciate what you have been doing, and I would love to go and see, if possible, sometimes, that how you have been doing it. And we all are committed to in fact, zero loss of human life, or no loss of human life from snake bites. So we are committed, and thank you for your excellent presentation, this showing the excellent model. And now I'm coming to Mr. Shivaji Mitra. Shivaji Mitra, sir.
I have to stop sharing. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. I have stopped.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So, Mr. Shivaji Mitra. Hello, Mr. Shivaji Mitra.
Just 1 minute, I'm sharing my PPT.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Mitra, you can open your video and start discussing. And we found your presentation. It is okay.
And also,
Okay,
Dr.
so
Amrita may
start
just
discussing on the subject.
Pardon, sir?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm starting the discussion on the subject matter. So that
Yeah.
is my subject was there are two different points. One is conservation of wildlife, how it impacts on snakebite mitigation.
Sir, no issue. You can the way you have thought of, you can
And the
just
second
share.
thing is answering a few things. One of them is yeah, sure. So can I do one thing? Can I share the
Sir.
PPT to you also so that you can share the screen?
Okay, please share.
Just one minute.
And you start discussing, because otherwise people
The
will
time is
get
very
bored.
less.
Yeah.
I've shared it in your WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay. Let me check.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, first coming to one point. So that is how many snakes are there? How snakes are reacting to us? So first thing is we have snakes around us. This is the main thing. The snakes are not living in the forest only. They are living in the human habitats also. They are sharing their habitats with us. So our main object is and aim is to live with them and share the habitat with the snakes and other animals. That is the first thing. Now, in our case, what we do, the thing is, we always expect that the human only live in this world and the other animals, they don't have the right to live here. That is the main problem. So once there's a snake in an urban area or a city area, nowadays we receive a lot of calls from village areas also that there is a snake in my house. Earlier it was not there. That because of the thing is the people who lives in rural areas, they know the snakes very well. But the urban area people, they are not habituated with the snake. Okay, thank you. Please share the screen. Yeah, many thanks, Mr. Day. Yeah. So the bite happens. Why the bite? Snake bite in India is an occupational hazard mainly. So it is approximately 50 to 58,000 people die in every year in our country. So it depends. So all these things have been described by Dr. Giri and other speakers. So the main thing is who are being affected by all these things. The main affected personalities are the farmers who work on the field, who comes to the snake in confrontation directly with the snake. The other persons like the snake rescuer, the urban people, and these are very less, like 2 to 3% or 4%. The rest of them are the rural people, those who go for the open toilets, those who going to the forest areas, those who going to the farms, the agricultural lands, to the granaries, and all these areas are snake prone. That because of rats and all these things. Next slide, please. Next. Now, the first thing we have to identify the snake. So the identification of snakes are very important, and there is a role of conservation also. What is conservation? We have to conserve. What we have to conserve? So the nature, Mother Nature has created all the systems and she has mentioned everything. So we doesn't have to do anything. We have to do like, we have to only act like a human being. We does not act like a human being actually. We always act like a cruel animal. If there is a snake, we always try to kill it. And there is fear, there is myths, and there is lot of things. Once there's a patient get bitten by snake, a lot of people will come to give you advice that, you see, I have seen one person who got bitten by a cobra and the whole body was getting blue. And there is another person who will say something else, and they will lose your time. So these are the things we should know: the identification of the snake, the IDs of the snake. Next slide, please. So everyone is talking about the big four. The big four is a term which is cobras, kraits, rhesus viper, and soft-tailed viper. And this big four does not mean the cobras, doesn't mean the spectacle cobra only. Cobra means those snakes, those who have the hood. That is also a spectacle cobra, that is also a monocled cobra, that could be a Andaman cobra, or that could be a Central Asian cobra. These are the two cobras. And these big four terms depend where we are using these. If it is for Assam, then the cobra means in Azakautia. If it is for Bihar or Chhattisgarh, then it is the cobra means for the spectacle cobra and the monocled cobra both. The krait means not only the common Indian krait, that is the one of the commonest snakes, but there are other kraits also. There are banded krait, wolf krait, Himalayan krait, Andaman krait, lot of. So it depends. It varies. The big four is a term. It is basically depends upon the medically important snake, by whose venom the people are getting affected, the deaths are happening, and by whose venom we are using it for making different kind of medicine. So let us introduce the big four. Next slide, please. Next, please. So I have already told you the cobra means monocled cobra and spectacle cobra. These are common. If you see, the spectacle cobra is common almost throughout India. But the monocled cobra, it is also common in the eastern part of the country, few parts of the northern area of the country. There are Central Asian cobra and Andaman cobras also. Andaman cobra is only found in Andaman, and Central Asian cobra is only found in Himachal Pradesh and in the extreme region, and that is not so much common. Krait means common krait. There are few photos of this snake. And else there are other kraits like banded kraits and all. This is a monocled cobra. So just hold, please. Yeah. This is a monocled cobra. One can see the monocular one mark, the roundish mark on the hood, backside of the hood. These are Nazakautia. They have the neurotoxic venom, and they shares mainly the wet areas and habitats in the Indian part of the country. In country they shares mainly the eastern parts of the areas. Next. This is spectacle cobra. Spectacle cobra is known as Gehuman in lot of areas, in northern part of the country, in central part, in western part and southern part, also in eastern part. And they overlying their distribution with the monocled cobras. They have this U kind of mark on these hood, and they have different colorations also. This is a common color, very common color. They have the blackish color also and whitish also. They have also the same kind of neurotoxin venom. Next. This is called a common krait. It's very easily identified. They don't have a hood. The head is like a catfish, and the body is having like there are white stripes on the upper, on the black belt. And these are very common snakes throughout India. There are other kraits like, next slide, please. This is a banded krait. So these are the major kraits. There are wolf kraits. Those are highly venomous and quite bigger in size. There are Himalayan kraits, greater black krait and lesser black krait. There are Andaman kraits also. Next. Next. Yeah. This is a rhesus viper. The earlier one is a rhesus viper, which is basically very easily identified snake. A triangular head. There are round marks on the whole body, and quite thicker and bigger in size. And this is one of the major snakes which cause quite good number of deaths in Indian subcontinent. The next one. The next one is a soft-scaled viper. This is a smaller kind of viper. This is also found in West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, and most of the parts of the western part of the country, the southern part of the country, and few parts of the central area, India also. Now coming to snake, these are the common major venomous snakes found in India, throughout India. There are medically important snakes also, except these species like wolf threat, like king cobras, like laser black threat, like greater black threat. Those are basically we have data deficiencies. Like these are not found commonly in throughout India. That is why there are lack of work. There are a lot of work to do actually. Next, please. So snake venom. Now the day is like snake bite awareness day. The snake venom is nothing but a saliva of snake, like our saliva. It is a complex of mixture of toxins, acids, and different enzymes. Venom can broadly be divided into two groups. One is neurotoxic, and another is hemotoxic. The neurotoxic one mainly works on the nervous system of our body, and the hemotoxic one actually works on the uh, blood system of our body. So they mainly attack on blood, and the neurotoxic system venom actually attacks on our nervous system. Next, please. Next, next. So there are a few symptoms. I think Dr. Giri has already described. These are the symptoms of cobra bite. These are very common symptoms. So one is the area of the bite starts swelling up within 20 minutes or so. The limbs become weak, eyelids droop and cannot be opened. Saliva starts dribbling from the mouth. This is accompanied by vomiting, swelling, sometimes like peeing, and the victim dies of respiratory failure actually. This is a cobra venom piece, focusing on that. Next, this is crate. Crates are also neurotoxic, but these neurotoxins are much higher, highly effective than the cobras. So crate bites are almost same, only there are no pain. So if you get bitten by a crate, especially a common crate or so, you'll not be able to understand that you got bitten by a snake. After 1 hour or so, you could see like there are other symptoms coming like vomiting. There are some problems, stomach ache and all the throat and all. Then you will understand that you got bitten by a snake. So most of the cases in rural India, after crate bite, the people dies because they don't understand they got bitten by a snake actually. Next, please. And this is viper bite. Viper have their one of the bigger fangs. Fangs means the venom teeth. So there will be severe pain and swelling at the bite site. This is the primary thing of viper bite. Sometimes the effective limb may develop blisters also, and that got blackish. It's very bad. The pulse become irregular, bleeding through nose, urine, or via mouth, and soft areas of human body comes because effect on the red blood cells, red blood corpuscles actually. And it is most dangerous bite. They have the biggest fang among the venomous snakes. So I don't think there are any dry bite cases from the Rasu viper. There are dry bite cases recorded from the crates and cobras, but not from the Rasu viper because once they bite, so these fangs got punctured. They make punctures in human body. Next, please. So there is a small protocol what to do after a snake bite. So this is only what to do by a common man, a aam admi, after a snake bite. You must allow the bitten area bleed freely. Don't try to cut or do anything on the bitten area. Second, the most important thing, assure the victim, assure the patient. Tell him or her that most of the snake bite cases are non-fatal. Because in India, there are a lot of people to share their knowledge, and gyan, giving gyan, that You know, this happens, that you could do this, you could do this, and they will call some tantric or babas or like or faith healers and so. So don't waste time first, and always assure the victim nothing will happen. There are doctors who are the representative of God. They can treat us and you will get cured. This is the first thing. Second, you could use a 4-inch or 6-inch a white crepe bandage to, uh, I mean, just tightly, uh, just tightly make sure the position is fixed of the limb, fix the limb, and do not remove it till you reach to the doctor or hospital. Always keep the bitten area. If you get bitten in the hand, don't put the hand on the upside. Put it on the downside so that the blood comes in a very less way to the heart. And there are jewelries like earrings and all these things, rings in fingers and all these things. Try to remove all this during your journey. Go take the patient to the nearest hospital where the anti-snake venom serum, the only treatment medicine, is available. Take the patient over there. Do not waste any other time. And once you reach the doctor, tell the doctor if there is any symptom like vomiting, dropping of the eyelids, like the patient was feeling thirsty or so, breathing problem, drowsiness, etc., etc. Whatever it is, if it is very smaller one, then also tell the doctor that there was a symptom, because the doctor, he or she will treat the patient by the symptoms only. If the smaller symptom is lesser important for you, it is not lesser important for the doctor. It is much important for the doctor to treat the patient, to give the patient the actual treatment. And always keep in your mind, there is no faith healer who could cure the patient after a venomous snake bite. There is only doctors, and the only life-saving medicine is called anti-snake venom serum, which is known as ASV or ASVS, which is available in the government hospital and few non-government hospitals. So that is the only medicine. Next slide, please. Next, please. This is called AVS. This comes in a vial. So this is only for the doctor. One more important thing which I forgot to mention. Once you reach the hospital or to the doctor, tell everything what happened. Then what to do or what not to do, let the doctor decide, not you. Don't Google, don't go for Facebook games, don't consult with someone over phone, and don't dictate the doctor. You must know, must be aware that the doctors are well trained, well aware about what to do, what not to do. Don't be a Google doctor, please. Next, please. So don't do this. This was an earlier practice to cut down the areas to bleed freely so that the venom comes out and all these things like tourniquet and all. Don't do these things. This is a ban actually. Next, please. This is a way you can use the crepe bandage, make a pressure bandage basically, so that the limb or the bitten area is more or less fixed, less moved. Next, please. So there are a lot of advertisement in Google, in Amazon, in Flipkart, and a lot of other social platforms. There are snake bite component kits. They sell, they supply a lot of things. I only suggest for general people, for a arm army, to keep 1 or 2 crepe bandage in your house. If it is not available, you can put a gamcha or such kind of ladies saris or all these things, the same uses. Make sure you use this crepe bandage as a pressure bandage and then go to the doctor. There are a lot of things people will say, you keep this, you keep this, you keep this. There's nothing to do. Those are the duties of the doctors. They will do it very perfectly. Next, please. Next. These are some snake rescue protocols. If there are snakes in your house, if the rescuers come, you always try to avoid them, because they are also in the snake bite prone areas that they handle snakes always. They, like, these are the protocols. Use a bagger, use a hook or tongue or whatever it is, but don't use like your hands directly. Next, please. So these are few safety rules to avoid snake bite, so that one can avoid snake bite. Use shoes which cover your feet at night. We don't use shoes anywhere. If we go in a grassland, in a open area, in a garden or somewhere else, like in a playground or somewhere in the rural parts, we never use shoes. We always use chappal or barefoot. Try to use a shoes which cover your feet, so that you can avoid a snake bite in your feet. Second, use a mosquito net while sleeping. So in rural India, most of the people use the floor. They don't even use cot or bed. So that is more costly, the matter of socio-economic sector. So, but use of a mosquito net could save your life. If you put a mosquito net and if you sleep inside, if the snake enters in your house, it could be outside. It will not come to you directly. The mosquito net not only saves your life from the mosquitoes, it also saves your lives from the snakes, from the scorpions, from the scolopendra, also so many things. Second, third, use a torch light or any kind of light at night while in a rural area. We never use all these things. Never. I can definitely tell you, never use all these things, because we know the paths very well. We use the path on a regular basis. From morning to evening, every time we use this path. So we know where there is a gadda, I mean, there is a hole on the road, or there is something like Uber Khabar or something else. So we know, we know the paths very well, so we don't need a thought. But we don't know a snake could cross that road at any time, or a scorpion or some insect or some venomous animal could cross the road at any time. So use of a torchlight is a mandatory thing. Avoid sleeping in floor in village areas. People do it very, very carelessly. They always use verandas, or the open floors and everywhere. Not only snakes, even I have seen people. I'm working in a forest area as a naturalist, as a manager in a company which our property is inside a forest, which is tiger prone, which is a tiger reserve. I have seen people sleeping at night on the outside of their room, I mean in the veranda, in a very open manner, very carelessly. They know there are tigers. So like this, people always carelessly sleep in the veranda. The fifth thing, clear garbages, bush, shrubs of your surrounding areas. We keep, like the other people said, that we keep lot of leftovers and all these things and garbages in anywhere in a corner of our house or somewhere else which is very adjacent to our house. That attracts a lot of insects. Those insects attract a lot of frogs, and those leftovers attracts a lot of rats, mice, and these things attract snakes into our house. Snake doesn't have any tendency or doesn't have any fascination to live in our house. They come into our house to search for their food only. That is the rat, that is the gecko, frogs, mice, rats, mice, frogs, rats, mice, and there is no such thing that this bleaching powder order will work on snake. That will not work on snake. This bleaching powder or a gamaxin powder or such things will work to mitigate the activities of these rats, these insects, these frogs, and also, and that will mitigate the activities of snakes in your house. It is not that you put carbolic acid, you put bleaching powder, you put gamaxin, and the next day you will see a snake and you will say, "Sir, you told me that to use bleaching powders. I have used it, but there are snakes roaming around in our house." This is not the thing. The thing is, keep the area clean, put bleaching powder so that the insects they avoid your house, so that the geckos, the frogs, the rats, the toads they avoid your house, then snakes will always avoid your house. They will not come to your place. If you adhere the safety rules, you could avoid a snake bite. And snake doesn't attack anyone or do any harm unless they are disturbed or provoked. Next slide, please.
Mr. Mitra, we are actually running out of time, so please cut it short.
I know. I have just 2 slides. I will take only 2 minutes. Yes. So these are the things which we could use. One is mosquito net, then bleaching powder, then torchlight, one high ankle shoe or any kind of shoes with cover feet. These sticks not to kill the snake, to avoid the snakes. Like you could just put it in the bush so that the snake will just go from that place. Next, please.
Hannah, next
Okay.
slide he wanted.
Okay. Thank you. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you, Mr. Mitro. We are actually, it was a very exciting session for all of us. All 4 speakers, they have actually enlightened us so nicely, so beautifully. So it's not only they have made us aware, but they have made us to take some serious actions, and we can commit, we can just this is for ourselves, for our societies, for our governments, so we can commit something that we will do this. And very importantly, what he had repeatedly said, Mr. Mitra, that don't go to Google University, don't learn from Google only. So only doctors can save your life, and that is excellent. Really, only doctors can save our life, and we need to know the first aids and do's and don'ts, how to avoid from snake bites. Snakes will remain. It is not that for snake bites we need to kill the snakes. So it is excellent. I must congratulate you all. I must thank you all, Professor from Bangladesh, and this thing, Mrs. Dr. Kaur from Chhattisgarh, Dr. Giri from Assam, Shivsagar, and Mr. Mitra, he is from West Bengal, and I know Mr. Mitra since long, because of our association with Deepak Da and others, what he has mentioned, that the Badu NGO, this is a very, once upon a time it was a snake park, so people used to go and mainly for awareness generation, so they used to work. And I really don't have idea. I'll talk to Mr. Mitra about this thing, that what is the present status there. However, so today's this thing, Professor Farid Hassan, Dr. Kaur, Dr. Surajit Giri, and Mr. Mitro, we are on behalf of Sphere India Academy, on behalf of PRISM, on behalf of Climate Action Resource Network and its network partners. We really are very much thankful to all of you for this nice session, nicely making us aware, and not only making us aware, you have made us, I believe, that to take some actions in terms of advocacy, in terms of lobbying, in terms of, so that we can um, uh, we can do something. We can stop what Dr. Giri has mentioned in his Facebook post, that we can stop zero loss of human life. So, and it is possible, we believed from your speeches. So thank you so much. With this, I know that it is already 23 minutes ahead of time, So we are running really very late. So with this, I would like to hand over to Hannah, Sphere India Academy, from Sphere India Academy, for vote of thanks. Thank you.
Excuse me, Dr. Dey, just 1 minute. Just
Yeah.
one thing, if anyone wants my PPT, you can share very easily with them. There is no issue.
Okay, sure.
Thank you so
Thank
much. Thank you so much, Babu sir, and also Dr. Anuruddha. It was indeed a wonderful session. I am not going to take a lot of time. Dr. Anuruddha have already shared the vote of thanks. So, on behalf of again Sphere India and also Panepi and FISM, I would like to extend my deepest thank you to all the speakers and also to Dr. Anuruddha for exceptionally moderating the session well. I can't stress enough how much of an important topic this is. And from the chat box, it's very clear that there's a lot of misconceptions. I hope a lot of it was cleared from our speakers, and we would definitely conduct more awareness session on this on regional languages also. So please reach out to us if in case you have a team and we want, like, there's a need for more training. Once again, thank you to all the speakers and also to all the participants who have joined even in the last bit when the time was also overfilled. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you, Hannah, and thanks to all of you. So now it is time to just close the session.